I'm fixing to go to work. Here I am wearing a work shirt. Should I keep rhyming or make better use of my timing? I don't know. But hey guys, how are y'all doing? Basically, I just want to give an update. I got it. This thing is in my way. I want to give an update real quick. Last night we did a video where we went over Dr. Dennis Roxer's article, the faux pas of free grace, evaluating whether some of the claims of hyper grace were correct against free grace. And according to Dr. Roxer, he feels like that there's some within free grace that have made things sound like it's sanctification by works. Okay, to put things simply. So we were evaluating that. We were talking about that. The other thing is, and I called that video, "Is this good enough for hyper grace?" And it's got the video of Batman. I mean, it's got the thumbnail of Batman with the penguin. For those that don't know, the penguin is David Benjamin. David Benjamin is a symbol of a certain extreme within hyper grace. Okay, so it's just an ongoing motif that occurs on my thumbnails and in some of the other free gracers thumbnails whenever they're addressing him. Okay, and the Batman thing as well. I mean, if you're not Penguin, who are you? Who's the nemesis of Penguin or whatever? So the Batman thing came in. But I did encounter one guy before on Discord called Free Grace Batman. So whatever. Anyway, the point is that I don't even think that what we went over was good enough for what someone who's been exposed to the things that they've been exposed to as David Benjamin or his followers, that they wouldn't view that presentation as good enough for them. It was not gracious enough, right? It's not far enough. It's a bridge too far, if you will. Still, I expect them to respond. I want them to respond for peer review reasons. Whether it's David or one of his followers, I hope somebody interacts with it. It's going to become an ongoing series as we continue to try to articulate free grace in a way that distinguishes it from hyper grace, but at the same time, puts forth a challenge, and builds on similarities and differences and tries to bring in some of the people that are hyper grace right now, but are kind of sketchy on people like David Benjamin and things like that. We want those people to be set free. Because when someone starts attacking the book of James, the way that what's going on now, you got to get away from that. Not unless you want to become totally liberal, But it's whatever. The other thing I want to mention is Ashley will be doing her presentation tomorrow night on the Kingdom. She's going to be continuing that series. And she's also scheduled for the next Friday after that. Saturday, looks like I'll start going into Absolutely Free, Zane Hodges, because I got to write my interactive critique for that. There's one more article that I need to read by Stegel that I may stream about tonight. I got to see if I can find it online. A lot of their books, Grace Gospel Press, which is now True Grace, it's being merged or whatever, which is tied to my seminary. I should be able to get access to it. I know I know a lot of the people on the publishing and stuff like that. So I'm going to see what's available either in the class or outside of the class about that. Because the book, you can buy the book that it's in, but it's only one chapter that I need to read for the class. Thanks, Mark. I'll probably call you later, strategize or talk about tactics, however way you want to look at it. But yeah. So we got that going on. Hey, Honesty. I don't know if she's addressing Judas now or not, Honesty, you might have caused her to, I don't know, deal with Judas in a different way. I don't know. We'll let her speak for herself. If you look at the title of the thumbnail, which I don't remember, that kind of lets you know the main thrust. So I'm not sure. Sometimes a lot we give presentations, like for example, is this free grace good enough? And it can stand alone, but at the same time, it's a teaser for something bigger. It stirs it up, and so that may be what Ashley's done with the Judas issue. Okay, um, let's just see. I don't know. I've told Ashley she has free reign. That she what she wants to include in her Kingdom series, that's what she's including. There she is. I'm not doing Judas tonight. I'm working on cutting it down and making it simpler. Amen. Yeah. So that's good, Ashley. And that's the thing, is when you start communicating it to other people, it doesn't matter how good you think you sound or how good your explanations are. You start realizing, I didn't think about this. I need to improve on that. It just happens that way, you know, whether it's in writing or whether it's in there. I think a lot of things are clear, and as Hayden Robinson has been known to preach, a mist in the pulpit. What is a fog in the pews? In other words, if you understand it right, but it's still kind of misty, it's still kind of murky, it's not fully clear, you think, oh, it's just a mist, a little bit of humidity, it's not going to affect anything. But the reality is when you start explaining it to other people, it's a fog. They're lost in the fog. So you always overlearn, overstudy your material, whatever it may be. And the teacher learns way more than the student every time. Y'all will definitely find that to be true. So yeah, anyway, I'm fixing going to work, but I wanted to let y'all know about those things. I'll let y'all know about upcoming debates soon. My next one is on the Trinity, and that's going to be on Gospel Truth's channel. But I got to get my free grace assignments done, and then what's ever left over, I'll be dealing with that. That's my introductory. And the best thing that could happen for me is to me get torn off the bone. Because if I get defeated in a certain area, or if I find myself lacking, I'm just going to dig down deeper and study and research and make sure I know that topic eventually. So, either way, I just care about the truth going forth. Hey, Noah. Hey, Toronto. So, yeah, y'all could pray that I'm successful in the debate, or you could pray I get tore off the bone. Either way, it's going to result in me better understanding Trinitarian theology. God bless, guys.